Yo, what's up, Marcus? Man, we back around the water cooler, man. You know what time it is, man. It is Wednesday. It is showtime, man. Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New Year's to you all, man. We hope all y'all are doing well. And we about to talk about it, man. New year, new Auburn. Is this going to be something big? Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Water cooler talk coming up next. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yo, what's up, everybody, man? Thank y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. The Water Cooler Talk podcast here on your TV screens here, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. Why is my background out up? There it is. Marcus, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How you?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Happy New Year's to everyone, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. Here on the Water Cooler Talk podcast. My name is Nick Frazier. You see him. That's Marcus Fitzpatrick. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight. You've seen him before. The one, the only. I'm gonna call him what he got written down right there. Big Ken is in the chat with us tonight. What's going on?
Yo. Happy New Year, fellas.
Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year, man. I hope everything going well, man. You doing all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man.
That's good, man. You ready to talk some of what you want to see from Auburn in the new year, some resolutions.
Hey. I was telling Marcus today, man. I'm expecting big things, man.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into it, man. Before we get into it, man, thank y'all so much for rocking with us here, man. On the Water Cooler Talk podcast, Coolest Podcast in your ear. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, man. I mean on Twitter, at CoolestPod23. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk podcast on Facebook. And of course, subscribe, like, and share the video here on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you know when we post more videos and go live, man. We appreciate you so much for being here with us, man. Never not appreciate it when we thank y'all so much. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to our guys, man. JT in the chat, man. Shout out to JT, man. Hey, man, y'all stay safe. Yes, man. Stay safe, everybody. Everything that happened in New Orleans is right down the road from me, so y'all stay safe down there. Huggy Beard, what's up, man? What's going on, Huggy, man? King Richard, what's going on, my guy, man? Hope everything going good with you, man. Huggy Beard again, JT. Obviously, I hope for Auburn win. Hella wins, too. I think we all open for that, man. And I got C Hall. What's up, man? Hope everything going good with you, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man, on the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, fellas, man. It is a new year. 2025 is here, man. And I hope you all, so far today, are having a good one. How about y'all? Y'all doing all right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go ahead and lead us into our first topic. It's the first topic of the day. Fellas. All right. Excuse me, man. I'm a little sick, but it is what it is.
I'll be feeling better, brother.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope I feel better too, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
What new perspectives? Or let's not do that. Let's not try to use big words. Let's just put it like this. What are you most excited about for Auburn this year in 2025? What is the most exciting thing or things that you are excited about seeing from Auburn in 2025 going forward? I'm gonna start with you.
The quarterback room.
Okay.
That's easy. Quarterback room.
Okay.
Quarterback room. I finally see some trending upward.
Okay.
I'm not really ready to pull and jump, full bandwagon on it. I think it is a very big improvement.
Okay.
But I'm very, very, very intrigued to see this one.
Wow. Okay, so you intrigued to see it. What intrigues you the most? Are you intrigued to see what Jackson Arnold does with the caliber of athletes around him at Auburn? Are you more intrigued to see if this offense actually works with a quarterback? Are you more intrigued to see Auburn probably get some wins with a quarterback? Are you more intrigued to see the wide receivers he's going to be throwing to? Like, what is it? What is it? Give me a little more. Give me
But a
some.
lot of
Yeah,
people.
it's the wide receiver room that the talent that he has surrounding him.
Okay.
As far as the play calling, I really pretty much think it's gonna be the same. Hugh Freeze like that run pass option, man. So there I don't think it's gonna be too much of a difference.
Okay. Okay.
And this year, man, he went out and got some big guys in that wide receiver room, and I'm just intrigued to see if Jackson can deliver the ball to him.
Okay. All right. Do you think he can? I know you're intrigued about it. Do you think he can do it?
I think he can, but and we stated this on the show plenty of time, man. It's gonna boil down to can the offensive line protect and hold up. We do have some pieces that we plugged in, and it's like I said, it's trending upward. And I hope that when those guys get on campus, everything gels the way it's supposed to gel, and we see it. Not gonna get too far in it, but like I told Marcus, if it gels and comes together, man, that first game is looking very, 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 very intriguing too, man. Just based off the weekend. Now,
Yeah, I was about to say.
if
Yeah, I was about to say.
if Baylor comes to play like they came to play this past week in their bowl game, man, they in trouble. I would say because of the talent that's been upgraded around Jackson Arnold, because I do think that he's going to be the guy. Although I stated in the show the other night that I do think Deuce could potentially come in and start.
You okay? Look, yeah, I did see that. So you think Deuce Knight can come in and start at quarterback his freshman year at Auburn?
Yes, I do.
I think he's good enough too, but I don't think like you said the other night, Nick. You went out and paid Jackson Arnold.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't think he will be the starter.
I think there's gonna be a lot of politics
because of all the pieces that have been put together. Like I said, or like we have all agreed on the show, you didn't pay Jackson and you didn't go out there and get Jackson and not expect him to start or he not be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm looking at a talent expert and the playmakers that he has around him, I think it can mature and grow Deuce faster than it did with Pat White, or I mean not Pat White, Sean White, and the rest of the guys that left and is not there anymore. I really think what he did when he solidified it with Singleton,
Mm-hmm.
he pretty much can plug any one of those guys in and surround them with playmakers, so he can potentially come in and start. That's my take of it. That's my aspect of it. So yeah.
Okay.
Walker White, that was him.
Okay. All right. So you think okay. So I'm getting so I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So you think he will be better than Jackson Arnold?
I don't think he would be better.
Okay.
As far as coming in, as far as competition, because Jackson has been on the field, he's seen this, so competition wise, I think they'll be on the same level as Deuce coming in now, but it's just something about what I've seen from Deuce that his arm talent, man. His arm talent, I say, could make tough passes. He can make the deep balls and stuff like that, where it hasn't been yet established and proven that Jackson can do. I mean, he has made some okay throws and stuff like that, but they were relying heavily on his run last year. So it's
Jackson
still some
Arnold.
areas.
Okay.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. Okay, Marcus, what you thinking?
on this topic or the initial question?
The initial question was, what are you most excited about? Kendall told us he's most excited about the quarterback room. And then we went deeper into
we
that.
went real deep into it.
So we can come back. I started that right there because I was trying to write it down while he was talking. But what are you most excited about?
Okay,
This coming up season, 2025 year. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the defense. I want to see what our defense do. I want to see how the transfer pieces gel with some of the younger pieces that are coming in on the next year. Mature. I want to see if Joe Phillips actually gets some burn this year. I want to see what the interior defensive line look like. It's just so much thing. I want to see what our DB core, like what the starting lineup. It's just so much stuff to be excited about defensively going into next year.
Well, I
For me,
mean, that's your perspective and stuff like that. But I think the defense has already been proven.
no, I ain't saying from a proven standpoint. I know. I'm just
Um,
saying like from the standpoint of I want to see, do we take that next step as a
okay.
defense? Because we had times last year that we did break down. Can we
Because we're
depend
on
on
the
our,
field.
yeah, of course. But can we depend on our defense to carry us the whole entire game?
Mm.
That's what I want to see. If we
Well,
go into this and be like, man, them
um,
guys gonna pitch a shutout.
mm, I don't see the shutouts. I think we will have a highly talented defense, which, like I said, has been proven because of our coaching staff. Like our defense last year, or well, we can say last year, kept us in
Hey,
games.
yes.
Games from start of the season to the end of the season. Our
Mhm.
defense is not a question to me. It's all about plugging pieces in now. I
Okay.
mean, then you still have that veteran shell, man, and creating that veteran shell with players. And it's not so much as veteran, but they have that experience.
Okay.
So if you creating that shell, it should be easier to replace key players that we are losing on defense.
Mhm.
These players actually came in and played a couple of games due to injuries or fatigue and stuff on the field. So the ones that are there are pretty much, like I said, creating that shell, and they're just welcoming the new guys. So that right there, to me, I mean, along with the coaching staff, Durkin is he proven himself, man. I mean, come in and do what he did in the caliber of team that we played, and he proven himself like a Georgia game, man. Come on, you prove yourself like on a Georgia scale that you can compete and play, even though people might say, hey, that was in the beginning of the season. I look at that like the middle or touching the middle of the season, the meat of the season, and he proved it. And to me, I look at that on the upsells too, because you come in, you don't know what to expect from your defense. You don't know what players are coming in and their tendencies and stuff like that, and get those guys ready and prepared to play a big game like that and keep us in the game that long.
Mhm.
So, like I said, I mean, I ain't too much worried about. I ain't say worried about it because I'm worried about the whole Auburn as a team, but
Excited.
I'm pretty laxative. Yeah,
I think the question was excited, but I'm excited about the defense. I really want to see us get more takeaways this year.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
yeah,
one comment, I like one comment that Nate, if you go ahead and post it from King Richard, I want to see one of them defenses too, with with Carlos Rogers and Julia Rose Green and Will Herring, one of them type defenses that's gonna roam.
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna roam.
I
Hmm.
think we plugged in some pieces for them boys to be ball hogs, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm hyped to
Yeah,
see. Like, I can't wait to see that, bro. Like,
like I didn't see that the new recruit we got Brown. That boy there, he's so nice. He nice. He nice. I don't
but
know.
I think Crawford. I think Crawford gonna be one of them ones. Bro.
Uh, yeah.
I think Crawford gonna be one of them ones, bro.
And I like the kid that we got on defense too, defensive lineman, the big kid. We brought him out. I think he came in. He's gonna be a freshman this year. I think he has the potential to come in and start too, just as far as body mass and moving. He gonna create a lot of double teams that should free up and have people like Joe roaming around and get sacks and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see where you excited at.
I'm excited.
Hmm.
What you excited about, Nick?
I'm about to tell you. Quarterback play is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think we all want to see what happens in the
Yeah,
quarterback room. Of course, you bring Jackson Arnold in, and you see exactly what he can do with the talent around him because he did not have a bevy of talent consistently around him at Oklahoma. So if you bring him in with a Cam Coleman, with an Eric Singleton, with a Malcolm Simmons, with a Horatio Fields, with a Perry Thompson, you see what he can do with those players around him, that type of explosion and that type of athleticism around him. He should be able to, I think, will make Auburn the top 10 offense this year. On the defensive side, when you talk about the defense, I'm excited about Rayon Strouder coming in playing the other. I think Rayon Strouder will probably play the other corner position on the defensive side of the field. I think he'll be a lockdown corner on that side. I'm excited about Jordan Crawford coming in. I'm excited about Malik Ultra. I'm excited about Antonio Coleman. I'm very excited about Dallas Walker IV coming in. Possibly having Jeffrey Emba back if he decides to come back to Auburn. I'm excited to see what Amaris Williams does this year. I'm excited to see what Kieran Crawford does at the edge in the buck position this year. I want to see Keldrick Faulk take that next step, because if he has a good season this year, next thing you know, he may not be here next year. He may be our next top draft round pick for Auburn next year. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Caleb Harris take the next step on the defensive side. I'm excited to see Jay Crawford take the next step on the defensive side. A lot of these guys were young freshmen last year that played and they got real run on the defensive side of the ball and played. But now he's not coming to Arkansas, Nick. oh, you talking about? I think you're talking about. I think you're talking about Jeffrey Emba. I'm excited to see these guys come in, and now that they got run as a freshman, now that they got that play and that playing time underneath their belt, now you get to see them possibly come in and now as a second year be a little bit more astute, be a little bit more in tune with what Peter Durkin wants to do on defense. So you shouldn't see as many errors this year. I'm excited to see DeMarcus Riddick get real run for real this year as possibly a starter. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Elijah Melendez probably get on the field as a freshman and play, because I think he'll be an All-American. But what I'm most excited about, Talk to me. What I'm most excited about is the fact that now Hugh Freeze has went out and got the quarterback he wanted.
Okay.
He has the receiving core to put around him. You went out and shored up the left tackle position with Xavier Chaplin. Jeremiah Wright just announced today that he's coming back. Dylan Wade is coming back. Connor Lewis coming back. You got Mason Murphy, and then now you may have Xavier Miller coming back on the right tackle side. I'm telling you, I'm excited to see if Hugh Freeze decides to call plays full time and not this play calling by committees things. I'm excited to see what this offense really looks like. That's what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it with all the pieces that Hugh Freeze said that he needed. I'm excited to see that this offense actually lives up to the potential of what we all thought it would be when he first got here. That's what I'm most excited about. The potential of what Hugh Freeze can do with all the pieces that he said he needed in this offense, on this offensive side, in order for it to work. That's what I'm excited about. What do y'all think?
I agree. I agree. I think it's no excuse. It's just no excuse. Like when you say that, when you put it that way, Nick, it's just no excuse. So if we have late game blunders like we did last year, it's all on coaching to me. It's no ins and buts about it. Like unless we visibly see what broke down, like a bad, you know what I'm saying, a bad ball or a misjudged interception or something. Unless we see that, outside of that, I'm being very critical of play calling next year, especially late in games, because that's the only thing I'm really worried about. Late game play calling from Hugh Freeze. I see him managing the game good, but it's just like late games, those side play calls. When you know you're supposed to do something, then you still trying to stick with your philosophy instead of doing what you supposed to do. That's what I'm worried about.
Are you confident that Hugh Freeze is going to do that? Are you confident that he's going that he has changed his ways there? That it's possible that he possibly can be looking at doing something like that? Are you confident in that?
Nick, every time I said I was confident this year, you broke me down. You even explained how we were gonna lose a game, Nick. So I can't just come in here and say, yes, I'm confident. I'm waiting to see it. I'm waiting to see it, bro.
Okay,
Like,
then.
I'm 100% confident.
man,
So you, whoa. You okay?
I may be making a bold statement
You
that,
again,
100% confident?
but
I'm
I,
not. I'm like 85, 86%. I'm like
I
gonna
think
be
it's
something right.
as far as like I don't think you see that 1 and 2, 3 play callers this year. I think that was pretty much based on where he was, and I'm not making excuses. It's just my perception, and just looking at the overall view of the program.
Mm-hmm.
I think majority of his time was hit hard as far as like recruiting trails and actually getting the talent to come here. That it was okay. I have these couple of years to play around with, and I can dress this up and make this look good. But I really need the players here. This year, I think with your track record from last year with the recruiting and your step up this year with the recruiting where you need it, I think we would see him take more control of the offense this year. That's the only reason I'm saying 100% that you will see more of his play calling this year.
I think you see him. I think you see him take 100% control of the offense because this is a make or break year for Houston.
Yeah, right.
that part, Nick. That part. But
Right.
question for y'all: late in games in those situations, do you think he's sitting back and letting somebody else call that play? Honestly,
I mean, no, I don't think he is because he'll let you know if he did it or not. He'll let you know.
Right.
Like he did it. He did it against Cal when they went to Cal. He was the one that said he called that touchdown play, the pass to Rivaldo Fairweather. He was the one that said that. He'll let you know if he was the one that called the play or not, if it was good.
But like I was just saying, when you continually rolling those players, I mean those coaches in to call plays like that. I mean, not every coach is gonna hit that home run play or not gonna call that home run play. So when you get in there and you get in tough situations like that and trying to manage the offense that's already pretty much, because you look at it, we were bleeding in a lot of those close games on offense. Like I said, it was just our defense keeping us in the game. So trying to shift that momentum swing and try to get those players to be fully in on that play call, because a lot of them, man, like I said, man, on those tough close games, man, I think it could have been a big game on some of the play calling, but it was just the decision making that we had trying to get those passes or those runs or those swing passes or those tunnel screens. It was just the execution.
Gotcha.
To me. So
all right. I feel you on that. Let's take a look at some of these comments before we get up out of the first half, man. Chris, man, shout out to Chris for being in the chat, man. He said, "Do you think?" I want to say, I think he's saying Mocknemeyer and Mike Latour. I can't pronounce that. Will commit soon. I hope so. We hope we do. JT said, "Man, my bad. Nah, you ain't get me sick, man. I'll be all right. It's gonna be good, man. I just got a little small headache. We'll make it." King Richard said, "Topic 1: Auburn has a QB that can be a baller." That is true. If Jackson Arnold was a 5-star plus, he was not a 5-star plus commit prospect for no reason. And like Ted said last night, he was an Elite 11 MVP, which means that he can throw the ball. So I mean, there's no reason why Auburn's offense shouldn't be efficient, especially with you got the guy you wanted this time. You got him early in the portal. This is not a second portal type thing or a late in the portal type thing. You got him within the first 5 days of the portal.
right.
So this should be something that should work because you targeted him early.
Nick, question before you move on. Do you think his play calling is predictable?
I don't know. I don't have a big enough sample size of that for him right now because he did not call plays his first year. That was Philip Montgomery, and then this past season it was play calling by committee. So I can't give you an accurate answer on that one. Just to be honest with you. Chris Law, the top wide receivers Auburn has, Jackson Arnold will ball out next season, 9-3, worst case scenario. That's what I say. I say, Chris, this team should be at least an 8-9 win team. I lean more towards 9, in my personal opinion. But if Jackson Arnold can hit certain metrics, and if this defense can keep serve with what's going on with what they've done the past season, I think 10 is not out the question. Shout out to Wildest, Arkansas's very own. What's good, man? What's up? As in the chat, man. He said, "No, not Kendall in the show." What up, man?
What up, man?
Deuce Knight probably will be better, but he frees value his experience. That is very true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
Yeah.
He was basically saying Holden Garner was best in camp, but decided to give it to Peyton Thorne so he wouldn't be pressing. But it is what it is. We are now in pay to win football. You are correct about that. You look at the game that's going on right now with Oregon and Ohio State. Ohio State is a $20 million roster, and you can tell by the way that they're playing right now.
Right.
It is what it is. King Richard said, "Hope the defense can be like the defense we had on the Tuberville." I think we already mentioned that a little bit. You were talking about Malik Autry or Antonio Coleman when you were talking about one of the big guys that was coming in, Kendall or Jordan Crawford.
I think it was Coleman.
Antonio Coleman.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Coleman.
After the bowl game, Desmond James broke school records and broke hearts entering the transfer portal. He talking about Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. That's Arkansas's very own Wildest. That's what he's talking about. Could you give us a starting lineup, offense and defense? I can give you one on defense. I don't have one out for offense right now. When we get to halftime, JT, I'll put that up and we'll look at it again. All right. He said he'll trade us a QB. Yeah, I think we'll keep ours. Not gonna say that.
Not.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Waters, for saying that. King Richard said, y'all talking, make it exciting for Auburn football again. That's what I'm saying, man. We are in this time, man, that we look like, even though we are in the period of,
I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah, like even though the season just ended, like, bro, let's go.
We paying them now. We might as well play year round.
Should. I mean, because college football is year round. Because now we in the playoff season. Now we in the bowl playoff season. Next thing you know, the end of February, they'll be starting spring practice.
Right.
A game is April. Then next thing you know, after April, the end of April, you get into the draft, which you'll start seeing college players going to the draft, and then you kind of got that low period there. And then SEC media days hop in July, and then next thing you know, it's fall camp.
Game time.
Back at it again. So man, we excited, man. We're gonna be here all year round talking Auburn football. Alabama hired the bum, paid him a full bag just to watch him fold under pressure. Hey.
Dum.
They fault, man. Sharp, I know what's wrong with the tide. The moon. That's funny. That's funny, man. That's funny. You ain't rolled over Arkansas. You were a true fan. You know we ain't play y'all this year. That's right. Did Alabama play Arkansas this year? I don't know. Probably did. Alabama loses to the same team in 1 year. That's true. And you know what's funny? They lost to Michigan on January 1st, 2024. And then lost to Michigan again on December 31st, 2024. So the first day and the last day of the year, they got beat.
Look. It was crazy because they look worse this time. But hey,
Nate was there the first time.
Yeah. Hey, Sharp.
Yes, Sharp.
Rick said he hoped to see you when you come. Hope to meet you at the Senior Bowl. Shout out to B Sharp again, man. B Sharp them got credential. The Sharp podcast got credential for the Senior Bowl, so they'll be down here, which is the last week of January, and the game is on February 1st. So shout out to B Sharp and the Sharpshooters podcast for getting that major accomplishment and getting credentialed for the Senior Bowl, man. So congratulations to them, man. And King Richard want to meet you when y'all come down here.
Hey, Nick.
What's up, man?
Oh, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Auburn podcast. We talk about Auburn, and we hate to talk about the rival. But hey, what do you think Milroe's plans are next season?
Milroe's going to the draft.
He's out of there.
He's out of there.
Yeah, Milroe going to the draft.
What team do you think would take a risk?
If I had to pick one, I'm just picking up a team that could sit him for the next 2-3 seasons, maybe. I would probably say, and I'm thinking. Let me think.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta come back to me on that one, bro. Yeah, you gotta come back to me on that one. That's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't even play the intro for it, but it is what it is. Y'all feeling all right today, fellas?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and head to halftime. Let's go.
Yawn out your seats. It's halftime.
All right, man. We in halftime right now, man. What we got to do with it, Marcus?
You gotta roll the footage, baby.
Roll it.
Do you want to feel like a star? Then go to Hollywood Media, and you'll be shining. From sports interviews, athletic highlight tapes, athletic photography, Hollywood Media will make you the star of all stars. Feel like a star on the most important days of your life, from college graduation to saying I do to your forever person. Let Hollywood Media make your event star-studded. Subscribe and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood.
Hey, yo, shout out to our guy DJ, man, over at Hollywood Media. Make sure you follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood EY. And on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Our guy doing his thing. Man, if you want to get your moments captured for life and it be star-studded and make it memorable, shout out to our guy DJ over at Hollywood Media, man. We appreciate you so much for being a day one supporter of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. Appreciate you. All right, man. JT wanted to know who we possibly think could be the starters on defense. Now, JT, I have the defense one up. I didn't do an offensive one. I'll do an offensive one for you either tomorrow or Friday. I can do that for you. And but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that one up on the screen right now. So here you go. This is what we project. Now on this screen, you don't see Caleb Harris, and that was overlooked because this is a good problem to have, because sometimes you forget about certain guys on the field when you have so many stars. So that's my fault. I forgot to put his name on the graphic, but this is just something that we looked at and we just said that this could potentially be or some of the guys that potentially could be on the field starting next year. So we kind of all agree with the front seven of Falk, Travis, Blockton, Keyron Crawford, Robert Woodyard, and DeMarcus Riddick, and Jay Crawford. My bad, those six. Now, where we had disagreements at were the nickelback, the free safety. No, I think we all agreed on Champ Anthony as well. That's probably either being a strong safety or being a nickelback.
I said I'm moving Can Lee to the outside, and I put Caleb Harris at nickel. That's the only thing I changed.
Yeah, we was putting Caleb. Yeah, they were putting Caleb Harris at the nickelback and moving Can Lee to the outside. I don't see that happening. I think Rayon Strada is going to be on the field on one of those corner positions. I think he's too good to not be on the field and not be a starter. So I think that's where he's going to be. I potentially could see them moving Can Lee to a free safety spot. Moving Champ Anthony to a nickelback position, and possibly putting either Sylvester Smith or Caleb Harris at the free. I mean, it just depends on how you want to move it around. This is just something that we just decided that we thought how it would possibly look. So
I think Champ Anthony's position is going to depend on how he recovers from that injury.
Oh yeah, definitely. If Champ Anthony recovers, then I believe
I'd be walked down. Because he was pretty decent. He was pretty decent.
I think Champ gonna either be at that strong safety or that nickel position when it's all said and done. So this is the defensive side that we look. That's just how I see it.
I can see him playing nickel. He was pretty decent walking down. But.
Yeah, he'll come up and hit you. Yeah, I think that's where he'll probably end up there. But yeah, this is just something that we put together. And I'll do an offensive one for you tomorrow when we come on to do our show tomorrow. And we'll take a look at that one on that one, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's where we at. Let's take a look at the chat before we go to the second half, man. Wilder said, final offer, trade you a QB and I throw in 1.3 mil to NIL. Man, we good. We good. We'll keep Jason Arnold and Ashton Daniels and Deuce Knight. We'll keep them. Because actually we need them, because we don't need We don't need that room to get any more thin. We actually need another quarterback, actually. So it is
Right.
Baltimore, Philly, he could sit behind great QBs and get his learn on. Okay, so he basically saying he could possibly sit behind Jalen Hurts and uh Lamar Jackson. Is what they saying.
I can see Lamar Jackson.
So okay, so basically you saying that you basically you thinking that they'll probably move on from Lamar Jackson in the next 3 years then?
I don't think in the next 3 years,
He
but
said he was gonna be a backup in the league. That's what he said.
yeah.
Yeah, so he'll just be a backup guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Career backup. That's what I was going to say. He's gonna be a career backup.
Okay. Yeah,
And
no
it'll
problem.
actually fit Baltimore's scheme with. I think they'll utilize his running abilities a little bit more.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, because you think about it, didn't he have Tyler Huntley right behind?
Right.
They look just they was almost the same type of athlete. They look just alike. Any word on Champ Anthony's recovery? As far as we know, he's recovering well. I think everything is progressing as it should be. Will he be? I mean, he did break his leg, so
that's a big injury
nice
to recover from.
Nice injury to recover from. So
that's playing defense and DB at that. You got to plan a lot. So it's just gonna be like, is he gonna be able to come back and be the same person?
Yeah, and the mental part of it as well too is gonna be the big part. Like when he get on the field, and he may just be that type of guy. The mental part of getting back out there and being able to take that first hit and actually getting hit there just to see if he'll be okay. Because your body got to get used back to that too, as well as your mind. So it'll be interesting to see that as well, man. JT said, my personal opinion, I agree with every single starting thing except for the safeties. I think the starting safeties will be Caleb Harris at free. And I think Terrence Love or Tay Seymour as strong. I think a lot of people say that about Tay Seymour. I don't know if Tay Seymour was brought in to start. I think Tay Seymour was brought in for two reasons. One, to get Eric Singleton at Auburn because they were roommates at Georgia Tech. And two, I think he was brought in to be a depth piece. I honestly believe. I think he'll be in the rotation. I don't think he'll start, though. I don't think he'll start. Especially if Champ Anthony comes back. Especially with Anquan Fagans coming in, who everybody is raving about, who potentially could come in and start as well. Eric Winters, who can come in and start, who can play. So this is a good problem to have, Auburn family. Like when you got a bunch of guys that are 4 and 5 stars and that are talented like that across the board, it's good to have the type of problem because now you can have your pick. Right. You can have your pick of the litter and go in there. So yeah, he said he don't see Champ Anthony playing safety. Yeah, that's what we looked at that and we thought that he'll probably be better at the nickel position than anything, and he could probably move Ken Lee, probably move him to the safety position. I just
and on that walk down now.
I think too, we need to get some more size.
I agree with you there.
Those corners and safety positions because it's not the coverage and the talent wise. Man, a lot of these players we getting beat because we just small. Basically, we're not tall enough.
Is it?
So,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I think Ken Lee probably would be better at a free position. Like I don't know if y'all remember Jalen Simpson. Jalen Simpson was playing corner. But then when they moved him to safety, like he is like changed his game around.
Yeah, it did.
I think that same thing could happen for Ken Lee at a safety position. And you put a Rayon Strouder there who's 6'1", if I'm not mistaken, 6'1", 215, 210 pounds. They can bang with those receivers. Yeah, I think that'll be the recipe for success there. So we'll see what happened there, man. All right, fellas, man, let's go ahead and get up out of halftime. Let's go ahead and move to the second half. Let's go. We'll see you in the second half. Let's go.
You're now entering the second half.
All right, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. The Water Cooler Talk Podcast, coolest podcast in your ear. As always, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, and of course here on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share the video. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post. and when we go live. So we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the second half topic here, man. Second half topic. Now, we talked about what we're most excited about. No, that's it. That's most excited. Like we're excited about the quarterback play potentially. We're excited about the defense and taking the next step. We're excited about how this play calling could possibly look. We're excited about the offense. We're excited about we're excited about everything. But here's the one. I want y'all to have a singular focus on this one right here. I want y'all to have a singular focus on this. What is or what should be the main focus starting today for Auburn in 2025? What should be that main focus? Marcus, I'm gonna start with you.
That's a great question, eh? What should be the main focus?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Main focus for Auburn should be quarterback scheme and quarterback development from right now.
Okay, quarterback development. Okay, man, quarterback development, quarterback scheme. All right, expound.
What plays are you gonna run in these situations? How are you gonna set Jackson Arnold up to be successful when things are not looking his way? What is gonna be your plan B? What things can you get? We read that he's a great quick quarter. I mean, he's great in the quick game. What quick plays are you gonna throw in? So when he comes in the game, he won't be rattled. He can get calm. Just
Okay.
little things like that going forward.
Okay. Ken, what you got? What you thinking?
Yeah, I agree with you as a whole. Um, like I said, now we need to be in the season of tailoring our offense to our guy, and from the looks of it, like I said, it is Jackson Arnold. So tailoring our offense to his strengths, will probably work in our favor. But I also too don't want to get so gun ho on tailoring the whole offense, because I honestly do think we are going to see someone other than Jackson Arnold in the offense as well as rotation too at some point.
Okay.
So, not totally like tailoring our offense to him, but we do need to have a big main focus and on what direction we are going in with him.
Okay, we need to have a focus on the direction of where you're going with Jackson Arnold. Okay. All right. So what direction do you think that should be? Should that be more RPO style? Should we be looking at taking the top off defenses like Hugh Freeze was trying to do this past season, which I think he's probably going to see a lot of coming up? Should we be looking at running the ball more, which is what Auburn is historically known for doing?
Well, as much as I hate to say it, Nick, but I wishful thinking for us to have just like handed the ball off to our running back, man. When we hired Hugh, man, I mean, the chances of that is just slim to none, and it's been proven for the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
So I think, and I think you would see more of him running the ball after it frees up, because I do agree with you when you said that we live and die on having two big offensive plays per
quarter.
right.
Mhm.
So with that being said, I think just like polishing him up on throws and being accurate and having that deliverance time and being on the same page as your receivers is what I mean about tailoring the offense and going in the right direction, or being in the right direction, because I don't think we're going to question as far as, because Hugh loves the RPO game,
Yep.
and we're going to run RPO. So, and Jackson Arnold has proven that he can run the ball when we need that call.
Mhm.
So, like I said, polishing up and having those elite receivers being on the same page as Jackson when things do break down, or we have to check out a certain offensive schemes and stuff like that. What plays are we going to go into? It doesn't need to be where we were this season and being confused and the defense. No, we need to come on. Let's be on top of it. If you get this look, okay, we're checking into this. If you get this look, we're checking into this. So that's what I mean about need to be in the right direction.
Okay. All right. I think y'all missing the big point. I think y'all missing it. The
Hey,
main
I like what you said though.
I like what you said. I like what you said.
He's still gonna, I'm talking about what you said. He's not gonna stop trying to take the top off of it.
No.
Yeah, that's part of his office. That's
You're
part
right.
I was saying, I like that.
Y'all missing the big point. The main focus for Auburn starting today, January 1st, 2025, should be wins. We need wins. That's what Auburn need. We need to win. We had losing seasons the past 4 years. We need wins.
I'm not arguing that at all, brother.
Not at all. But what I'm saying is
we need to figure out a way to win. That's what we need to do. Find a way to win the game. You almost saw an Arizona State Wildcat football team beat Texas today after being down by 16 points. They almost found a way to win. We need to find a way to win. Go ahead.
We don't have a scatterboot though.
You're right, we don't. But we got a Cam Coleman. We got
do.
Eric Singleton.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? We got a Horatio Fields. We got a Malcolm Simmons.
Hold on. That goes to play caller because we did have a Jaquez Hunter this year.
That facts. You're right.
That goes to play caller because we had a Jaquez Hunter.
Hey, but one thing, Marcus, and I never be the one to trash my team. That's my team. I'm rolling with them till the wheel fall off. But we also seen what Jaquez did when he tried to hit a wheel router and throw the ball, and we see what
man,
the
that was bad play calling, man. That was horrible play calling, bro. Come on, man.
He threw the ball across field, bro.
With the running back instead of the quarterback. Come on, bro. At that particular time in the game, let's not.
Hey, you down big, and you gonna trust Scatterboo to throw what? It was a 68-yard pass, touchdown pass. I'm just saying, I live in.
I have no rebuttal to that one. You got a point. I see what you're saying.
The reality of it.
He underthrew the pass too. What's that made a break on the ball, bro? It was
underthrown pass. There was an underthrown pass. Scatterboo, and he just kind of let up and just came back to it and caught
it. Yeah, okay, but
ran straight to the other side of the.
King Richard said, making the offense playbook tailored towards Jackson Arnold is what he said.
Yeah.
It's me. He said the main focus is getting free social media restored. Man, stop. It's me. Shout out to It's Me. I know exactly
who it is. It's me.
The main focus in 2025 should be Hugh Freeze needs to set Jackson Arnold up to be successful and get rid of the plays that do not work. And with Jackson Arnold, continue developing QBs.
Yeah.
All right. He says Freeze.
It's wins, though, Nick. It's wins.
I'm telling you, man, we got to find a way to win. You got to find a way to win, man, because
with all that results and
shout out to guys. My bad. Go ahead, Ken.
I said I think all that will result in wins if he can clean that up, man. I think this Auburn fan base, with me included, will be pretty excited about how this season. I think this season is gonna be special, man. And I'm not high on telling everybody, you know, it's just me. I don't want to over deliver, but me, I am very excited. I think this will be a very special season, man. This is gonna be a season that we are gonna come back and be like, you know what? This is it, fellas.
Nick, all I'm gonna say is we shouldn't lose a game. And the stats of the game show that we are averaging 5 to 7 point yards per carry on the ground, and he goes away from rushing. That's when you're gonna see me
keep going back to the rushing, though. Yeah. I told you.
Bro. I think that's what's gonna end up blowing games for us next year.
Mo, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
So Hugh Freeze says that it's not about the total rushing yards for him. It's more about the average per carry. So basically, he's saying that if a guy has 10 carries a game but he's averaging 6 yards a carry. That's good enough for him.
Right.
On average, that's what he's saying. He doesn't care about the total yardage, which tells me he doesn't care about running the ball. He just cares about the average that a running back is getting per carry. That's all he cares. That's all that matters. That's it.
He cares about stats. Okay.
And he cares about like.
You answer my question.
It's almost like having that one in your back pocket, as people say. Just if he can rely on it, or if he needs a break with his receivers, or he needs them to get on the same page with the quarterback and stuff like that. That's when I say, like I said, the run pass option is pretty much is smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
He really wants to throw the ball.
Yep.
And throwing the ball will, I think, open up the run. So you would have some pretty big plays in the backfield coming out of that running back position, because it's going to open it up. Because I mean, when you got elite talent on the receiving core now, it's all about who am I going to let play today?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I going to let actually just ball out today? Is my perception of our wide receiver room now, because I don't think none of those guys could like under deliver unless they're just having a bad game, which but if they're in the moment and you need that and everything is going your way, the momentum, I don't think it's one of those receivers that you can't call and say, "Hey, I want to go here with the ball."
Got you. Hold on to that thought real quick. We're gonna go get through this, man. Marissa, shout out to Marissa, man. She's a Kentucky Wildcat. Welcome around the water cooler here with the Auburn Tigers. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Marissa.
Shout out to you, Marissa, man. We appreciate you coming in, man. Hopefully we can be talking about some SEC stuff soon. We'll be talking about y'all. Y'all got Zach. Isn't Zach Calzada at Kentucky right now? Didn't he just commit to Kentucky? I believe he did. Yeah. He's okay. All right. God by the sign says we living and dying on non-execution, but the pieces coming together. That I'm gonna tell you this about God Body. He has been consistent with this since the beginning of the season. He's been saying, give Hugh Freeze time. He's putting the pieces together because of execution. He's been saying that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you this right now. The pieces there. The pieces are there now. So
I
want to see what it looks like. That's what I want to see, man.
JT, so question, Nick.
Shout out to him. Go ahead.
If you plug Jackson in this past offense, do you not think it'll be better?
I can't answer that question because hypothetically speaking, we are saying we think that Jackson Arnold is going to be better because off of what the situation that he had around him in Oklahoma last year. Basically, he didn't have the talented receivers that were touted for the full season. We're saying that because of what's in the stable in the recruiting room, we're saying based on his how he was recruited, what was said about him during recruiting, what he did at the Elite 11, what we have in the wide receiver room now, that this offense should be a lot better. That's what we're saying. Can he come in and stink it up? Yes, that's a possibility he can. Is that probable? Who knows, bro? Who knows? We'll find out though.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll find out. Isme said, "How can you trust Freeze to run your program? He can't run a Facebook." Man, Isme, whatever, man. Whatever. Facts, Marcus. We had Hunter. Yep, that's true. God Body said, man, you can't get wins without executing.
Oh,
that's true. The piece is there now. So we're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens this year. JT said Hugh Freeze treats it like a game of Madden. He gets bored of running or something. He said that during the Kentucky game when Jarquez Hunter went off for like 278 in the game. He said it was hard for him not to throw the ball in the second half. Even with Jarquez Hunter rushing for that many yards and having a good game rush. He said it was hard for him not to throw the ball. All right, man. Whatever. Isme said the Kentucky QB retired, said he was opening a bait shop. Yeah, Brock Vandegrift, but the guy that they brought in was Zach Calzada, who was at Texas A&M. Then he came to Auburn and didn't play. And then now Now he is ended up at Kentucky. So shout out to that, man. All right. It was a point that you made. Was it? I think Ken, you made a point. It was a point that you made before we started reading the comments about backs. And we talked about running backs yesterday. And we talked about the type of back that we thought that we'll start seeing at Auburn going forward. Me and Tez basically came to the conclusion that we're going to start seeing a more hybrid style back coming out of Auburn. Somebody that can run, but is able to basically split out and be a wide receiver as well. I likened it to basically saying you would have a back that's like Eric Singleton that can line up in the backfield and play wide receiver at the same time.
Correct.
So, do y'all agree with that statement?
Yeah, because that's where the offense is going.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that, or you would come and have some of the Saquon Barkleys of the world.
Okay.
I don't think and I ain't hyping them up or nothing, but Scatterboo will probably be the last you see of a true just physical power back as far as just running the ball.
Ashton Genty.
I think
the whole game as a whole, as the college football era, are going to transition to those more hybrid backs because of the call of the offense. Now you have the offense where it's so spread all over the field, man. You're gonna have to have a running back that can you're gonna have to have some that can block too, but you're gonna have to have some that can block and also be in those run pass options where they can go out and make plays on the ball as far as running routes too.
I think at Auburn, to your point, Nate, the feature back under Hugh Freeze will be a hybrid back. I think we're gonna have one of them guys in the stable that can get you them hard knock yards.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be able to that we can depend on in those situations to put his head down and give us 4-5 tough yards. You got to keep one of them guys in the stable. So you know what I'm saying. I think the feature back gonna be a hybrid back because what Hugh Freeze wants to do, he wants to put the ball in there.
The reason why I wholeheartedly agree with your statement because Auburn ranked dead last in red zone efficiency this past year. I think Auburn ranked 78.05% in the SEC, which ranked dead last in red zone. Which basically means when Auburn got inside the 25-yard line, they only they didn't score. That's what that meant.
Yep.
They didn't score. And the problem with that is the fact of the matter is between the 20s, well, from goal line up until the 20-yard of the opposing red zone, Auburn can move the ball. But when Auburn gets in the red zone, Auburn can't score. And the problem with that was, well, this past season was you didn't give the ball to the guy who was that running back. And then when you did run the ball, you would put a quarterback in who we hadn't seen all season and run a play that doesn't make sense on the 2-yard line with Sam Jackson. Like, what we doing? Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully, that will be rectified, and hopefully,
and then a lot of that counts against us too when you don't even make it in the red zone. You got other teams that are getting in the red zone 10 to 15 times a game. I mean, and we only get 15 to 20 times the whole season.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Ridiculous. Right. Fellas, that's the end of the game, man. How y'all feeling?
Feel good, bro.
That's it. Let's go. Let's head into the post game. Let's go.
It's time to shut down in the post game.
All right, man. We in the post game right now, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here, man. But let's go ahead and let's some of the comments that popped up while we were here, man. King Richard said, man, college is going to be pass happy offenses has brought back the running. College is going to a pass happy offense has brought back the RBs in the NFL. Okay, all right. Guy Body said Auburn needs power backs, those guaranteed 2 to 3 yards. I disagree. The power back game will never die, but catching out the backfield will be a necessity. Yeah. So I agree with you. Like I say this all the time. Even when I'm playing the game, 2 to 4 yards rushing a play, even on the game for me is positive yards.
Yeah,
because of the game.
Yeah, it's the game. Because it makes getting the first down that much easier. It applies to the game is to college, to the actual game that you play on the field as well. I'll say this. That hybrid back is going to have to be somebody that's very dynamic. Do y'all consider Scatterboo to be a hybrid back, or do y'all consider him to be more of just a power guy?
Man, he was a power guy. He was one cut running downhill. That's all I seen. That's all I seen.
His abilities, his abilities to be able to catch the ball and do other things.
He got above
it was a plus.
every
But he was basically brought in because you watch a lot of those Arizona State games and get tongue tied. They handed him the ball off, man. They lined him up and get there.
Okay.
And if you meet me in that hole, buddy, hey, you better be coming. You better be coming.
All right. So who would you? Okay. So what would be your ideal if you any running back? You can go Auburn. You can give me an NFL comp. You can give me an Auburn comp. Anybody that you could think of. Who would be a comp of a great hybrid back that Auburn should be looking at trying to get going forward, or a type that they should be looking at?
They style of offense on the Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
Judkins.
Quinshon Judkins?
Yes.
Okay.
We go out and get a player of his caliber, man. I think that would take our offense over the
offense that he want to run. This might be cliche, but I say Christian McCaffrey type running back.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Offense that he want to run.
All right. Okay. JT said it's Connor Gibbs definitely better than Ian Vashon. I don't know if he's definitely better than Ian Vashon because he did miss 3 field goals this past season, and he was 7 of 10 on extra points this past season. So I'm not sure if Connor Gibbs is definitely better than Ian Vashon, but it definitely will create some competition with the kickers going into this season. So you'll have Ian Vashon, you have Connor Gibbs, and then you have Towns Magoo, who will be there for spring. So I don't know if he's definitely better, but it definitely will. We'll definitely find out. I can tell you this: Towns Magoo actually has probably the stronger leg out of all of them. I tell you that he can hit a 60 plus yard field goal. Is he accurate? Probably not. Well, I'll put it like this: from what we saw last year, he's not the most accurate, but he has a strong leg. I'll say that. King Richard said, man, great show tonight, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, King Richard. We appreciate you. He said, let's keep it going. We're gonna try. You know I'm gonna be here. You know I'm gonna be here every day at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be here, man. Guy Body said Scatterboo is a power back. One cutting on. He caught a lot of passes today. I'm telling you, he threw one.
Yeah, above every hand. You're power back with above every hands, bro.
Yeah, he got some polished hands. I mean, you can't take that away from him.
That's true.
And Nick, how do you feel about
one of those 3 if Matt Pearson is healthy? Yeah, we do. We need all 3 of them. I'll tell you that, Matt Pearson. Praying that Matt Pearson gets better and his health improves. But we need it. We need it. Go ahead, Marcus.
I'm finna say, dude, Nick, what you think about how much burn do you think Jeremiah Cobb gonna get next year, man?
I hope we see and I'm happy you said that because I'm gonna put up this slide. This is the slide that we had on the show yesterday. So this is what you're looking at from the running back room that we potentially have, that potential 2025 Auburn running back room. All right, so these are the stats from each one of the guys. So Darrell Robinson, who transferred from UConn, who will still have 3 years of eligibility left. In collegiate terms, he is probably the most ready they could probably step in and produce. Jeremiah, man, he electric. I'm telling you, man, you put him on the field and you give him a chance to actually show what he can do. He electric, man. But the thing about it is he going? Is he going to get the opportunities? Like a lot of people think that this is going to be a running back by committee type of year for Auburn.
I agree.
A lot of people feel that way. But I'm in the boat of saying that I honestly think that if you can put any variation of Damari Austin, Jeremiah Cobb, Darrell Robinson, Damari Austin, Jeremiah Cobb, Darrell Robinson, Jeremiah Cobb, you can put any variation of those two people, and I honestly believe that this offense will work just as well. And I think if it were me, I think Darrell Robinson would be fine with this. I think you can actually put Damari Austin and Jeremiah Cobb, let them get their run, because I believe one of them may be gone next year. And then Darrell Robinson step in, and it's game time. And then you got
all four of them will touch the ball.
Off of a red shirt. You think all four of them touch the ball? Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from. That I think they're gonna redshirt Alvin Henderson, so he'll be able to play in at least 4 games. So I think he'll get some run in some of those games as well. But I would love to see Darrell Robinson get out there. I definitely would love to see Jeremiah Cobb to get out there and play.
Just looking at him rotate those running backs in last season. Like we did a lot of rotating running backs in last season.
Yeah, so I want to see Jeremiah.
I don't think that it's far-fetched seeing all 4 of them at least have some touches next year.
All right. So last night we had to show the 1,000-yard back in 2025. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question: do y'all think we have 1,000-yard back in 2025?
No,
I don't think he stays committed to the run enough for us to have 1,000-yard back.
Do we have an 800-yard back in 2025?
Yes.
I think we can have multiple.
You think we can have multiple 800-yard back in 2025?
We might as well have 1,000.
We can have multiple 800-yard receivers, but I don't think he's gonna stay committed enough to the run. But I think we can have multiple 800-yard receivers. I misspoke when I said multiple, but I think we can have three 800-yard receivers. I think Jeremiah Cobb can go for 800 yards. I think Jeremiah Cobb should be the feature back in this offense.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. My bad. Go ahead, Ken.
I like Cobb, but I also think he really likes Austin. So
I think Austin
yeah, he does. But and you look at the season, towards the end of the season, he kind of cleaned it up a little bit, man. I give him credit for that. And the times where he got popped, he held on to the ball, man. So like I said, I think he cleared that up a little bit. I don't think it's totally where it needs to be, but I think based on his offense and what Hugh likes, I think it's something about Austin that he favors more coming out of. So I think he would probably get the 800 yards. I think Cobb would be chasing him right around the 750-ish, 600 range.
Okay.
Just based off them changing out and him using the rotation of the running back room the way he does.
I ask y'all this question: do you think that is the running back room to start the season? You still have a spring portal. Do you think that's the running back room to start the season?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't think if I'm me, I'm going to Auburn anyway. I don't care if I'll touch the field no way. But me just saying, I don't think it's going to be that intriguing for more players of another that really wants to touch the ball, man, and be that dynamic running back. I don't think we're selling that, if that makes sense, because Hugh passing the ball and he's been more of a passing coach. So I don't think it changes. I do think it changes in if I don't see me foregoing or see me promising future here. I think we make some changes there, but I don't think we add.
Okay. Okay. So you don't think we add any other running backs in this room?
If it is, man, I don't think it's more about depth.
Okay.
If it is, but
All
I
right.
don't think it's going to be someone that's going to be like featured or anything like that. He may come in and here and now and then, but just like I said, just systematically, where Hugh runs his offense, man. You see a variation of running back. So yeah, it'll be some plays where you get in and you could, actually touch the ball, but saying that, hey, this is gonna be the guy, this is gonna be the workhorse, I don't think you see that in the offense.
Okay. Gotcha, man. Got you. Kermit Solos, man. He came in and said, I think we'll have a Cadillac / running Brown type. Running Brown type.
Correct.
I think that's not this upcoming year. I think that's gonna be Alvin Henderson's in
Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
I
the
see
sophomore
what
year.
you're coming from that. He said Darrell Cobb, Austin will all get reps pretty evenly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you did mention that Auburn does like to rotate running backs in a lot. So
Yeah.
Okay. He said 4th and goal, put Jared Smith in. Hey man, put Jordan Crawford in that running back on 4th and goal on the 1 yard line. And put him in, man. Let that man run that thing in, man. Let's get that touchdown, man. Hey, shout out to Huggy Beard, man. Huggy Beard said, man, great show as usual. Shout out to Nick and Marcus for doing
Shout out Huggy.
what they can do. You heard me. Shout out to you, Huggy Beard. We appreciate you, man. He said Henderson having over 10,000 yards is still crazy. Yes, man. It was almost 11,000. He was like 70 yards from 11,000.
Yeah.
King Richard said, man, Henderson will take over the running back room in his sophomore year, running, catching, and pass protection. He might be the most complete. He probably could be the most.
That's why I was saying that, because I mean that when you asked me the question about that hybrid back, man, he fits it perfect. Like, even though he did his accolades about the 10,000 yards, man, hey, congratulations, man, for anybody to be able to, even set themselves up to be in that category alone, man. It's just it's amazing. But like I said, more of a hybrid back you're going to see pretty much, and his skill talent, man, his skill, you know what I'm saying, his skill level.
Yeah, he possibly could be the most complete back. Right. I say running, passing, and possibly depending on how he picks up the pass protection part, he possibly could be the most complete back.
Right.
And if they use him properly, I believe Alvin Henderson could probably be top 3 in rushing before he leaves Auburn. If he stays that long.
Did y'all see the game where he had them 800 yards? Just the bad, bro. Like,
man. It's a bad man. He had 61 touchdowns this past season as a senior,
bro.
Man, it's crazy.
Bro. I mean, it was like every play, hand him out the ball. You going down the sideline. It's over with, bro. Like,
crazy,
I'm excited about that, but I can't get too overly excited about it just because I know you doesn't want to run the ball.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Like I said, hey,
it is what it is. Fellas, man, this has been a great show, man. Ken, tell them where they can find you at, man.
Man, I'm on every social media account. Yeah, I'm on TikTok now. So Big Ken _72.
All right, then. All right. Marcus, what you gotta say to the people before we get up out of here, man?
Man, y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be safe. Happy New Year, man. Thank y'all for coming to kick it with us. Hey, we here.
Well, yeah, man. We here. As always, before we get up out of here, man, make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, here on YouTube, subscribe, like, and share the video and hit the notification bell so you know when we post more videos and go live. We are here every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna talk some more Auburn football tomorrow, man. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. But let's take a look at the comments before we get up out of here. We had a couple of them that just popped up in, man. Huggy Beard, shout out to Huggy Beard, man. Day one supporter, man. We appreciate you, man. Probably all in his name, man. He said, War Damn. New Year, fam. War Eagle to you.
War Eagle.
Man, Huggy Beard, you be blessed as well, my guy, man. Thank you so much for always coming around and rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. And as always, before we get out of here, man, please like, share, subscribe the video, man. We just hit 500, and as I always say, your presence here around here with us every night is never not appreciated because you took the time to subscribe and you take the time to come around and sit down with us and enjoy. And we enjoy y'all coming in and walking around, sitting around with us and talking Auburn sports and SEC as well, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank you so much for all that y'all do, for coming around here and supporting us, man. We thank you, man. Tim the tool, man. Taylor, what up, man? How you doing, man? Hope you good, man. All well over here, man. Yes, sir, man. Tim the tool, man. Man, I'm gonna get that impression soon. I'm gonna get it, and when I get it all the way down, I might do the whole show as Terrence Howard. But that's gonna be funny, man. It is what it is. Kermit Solos, man. See y'all. Shout out to you, Kermit. We appreciate you, man. War Eagle to you, man.
Kermit.
Ken just said 510. Oh, okay. So now I know what you be saying when you be doing that. He be telling us the number of subscribers we be having at the time. Okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. 510 subscribers, man. We moving on up.
Hey, you already know it.
Inside to a deluxe apartment. And you
got to watch the hustle the flow a few times, get it down, bro.
We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Tim the tool, man. Hey, what is it? He said, gotta catch a replay. Yeah, man, watching the replay, man. Share it with some of your people, man. Just let them take a look at why. Gotta watch Hustle the Flow a few times over and over. You right. Because the more, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you a little story, bro. I was watching Empire, and because Terrence Howard was on Empire, and so I was watching that, and I was trying to do it because it seemed like it's so easy to do his, say, man, what you gonna do, man? It's hard, bro. Cause it's like his voice be breaking when he be crying.
That's how he really talk.
It's like when he talk, he be crying.
He be crying.
That's what it's like. But shout out to Terrence Howard, though, man. It is what it is, though. But ladies and gentlemen, man, we'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here around the water cooler. And like I said, we appreciate y'all so much, man. And as always, before we get up out of here, man, I always say this. Shout out to the 4-6, Tuskegee, Macon County, Booker T, Washington. Shout out to University of South Alabama for giving me my degree. Shout out to my wife, my dog, my mom. Shout out to my family. Shout out to you all, as always, for coming around the water cooler and kicking it with us, man. It's never not appreciated. It's always appreciated. So we thank you. But as always, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. One love, and we out. This mug. See you tomorrow. Holla.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.